guys, how are you? It is warm today, which is a change from last week because it was freezing. Um, so I haven't updated you guys lately about my healing process, and so I went to Dallas yesterday. So let's see. This Thursday will be 19 weeks, which is crazy. So I'm thinking 20 weeks is about 5 months, and so I'm just like, whoa, that's crazy. Um, I've heard several things about recovery from hip surgery and different types of hip surgeries as well. But generally, the consensus, I guess, is that it will probably take 3 to 6 months. They say possibly longer than that. I hope mine doesn't take longer than 6 months, but entering five, and I notice um, I've been able to balance more without holding on to things. It's short. It's 30 seconds to a minute, but I mean, I haven't been able to do that in months. Months.
Well, you were asking about how long you've been having to wear a dress
Oh yeah.
yesterday, and my
You
uh,
said 10 months.
my photo journal had to go back 10 months.
If you guys know me, I mean, I don't mind wearing a dress, but I don't wear a dress every single day. I never have. But with all of this going on, it's just easier to just like throw a dress over my head and I'm dressed, you know? So, yeah, about 10 months straight of wearing a dress. In fact, I made a note, I think yesterday, about when we went to that concert, um, this starting westward in October, I wore jeans and I had to literally, I guess, pray to get them on, like they wouldn't hurt so bad when I'm putting, just trying to balance so she could pull them up. So yeah, dresses are better, but yeah, I want to get to wearing pants pretty soon, and I wish I could have worn some when it was freezing out. So I can balance. My muscle is getting a little stronger, and I have been telling caregivers that, especially the ones, well, obviously, who didn't know me before, that I could do this and this and this and this and this and this, by myself or with uh, minimal help or something. Just walking on my knees. Yeah, I prefer to crawl, but walking on my knees wasn't a big deal either. Um, so I have not been able to do that in a very long time. And though I'm not doing that yet, um, the balance is getting better, you know. So yeah, I had a flare up a couple of weeks ago, I guess, which was really bad. I think it coincided with the weather. So cold really didn't. I mean, it bothered everyone's bones to some extent, but it really didn't like kill me until now, I guess. So I don't know if that's something I'll have to look out for next winter, or if by then I'll be back to my old self and be okay with it or whatever. So the trip yesterday was, it was my 3 month checkup, but I was supposed to go February 4th. and I was having issues with the taxi service and all that, the Medicaid taxi. I think I told you guys I use for long distance travel and stuff like that for medical use. So they were giving me a lot of hassle, and it just wasn't working out. I had to reschedule, but that was when Jason was in the hospital anyway. And so I was like, well, at least I can, stay with him. And so the 3 month checkup technically turned into what, 3.5 month, almost 4 month checkup. But um, I had a new taxi service that I, well, I am unaware of how many services there are actually. So I got a different one because I did complain on the other one. I don't know if I told you guys about that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did complain on the other one. So these guys who came yesterday were on time plus they got me to my appointment about a half an hour early, another plus, and let's see, we did the X-ray first, and that didn't it didn't hurt a lot to be like moved around and stuff, you know, getting in and out of my chair and stuff like that. I I am becoming more tolerant of that, I guess, more um, just able to handle stuff like that. And so then saw my doctor, and he's very happy with how the X-rays look, and which is very good because I was worried I had done something wrong. But a couple of weeks ago when I was hurting so bad, I was hoping it wasn't something I did or didn't do, or So he's very happy with how it's looking so far. And we talked about my well, I guess my whole leg. Jason said that since the femur is not in any socket anymore, um, sometimes with this operation, your leg could start shifting outward. And I noticed that with my right foot. Now my left foot is always kind of turned inward, because that's because of my CP, and my left side is the weaker side, and so I'm used to that. But I'm like, wait, why is my right foot kind of wanting to go this way? You know? I'm like, it didn't. It's not like painful. But it's noticeable when I'm doing certain things. So, um, yes, all of that is a factor. He said if it's not bothering me, um, he's not really concerned about it. It's not gonna like turn all the way backwards or something. But if it did, that would look kind of freaky cool, huh? um, he said there are basically more muscles and things pulling the leg out than there are pulling them in, and so you have to kind of work, um, I guess, to get your to keep it straight, I guess, until your healing is totally complete. Um, I went to the ER a couple weeks ago, twice. Went one Sunday, and then I went back Tuesday because I was hurting so bad. And this was when it was really cold out. And again, they really didn't do a whole lot for me. The first time I did do a CT scan, and they said I have an ovarian cyst on the right side and colitis. Um, now I haven't heard these diagnoses before with me. I mean, of course I've heard of them, but when I've been to the ER last year, you know how they would say like I was constipated or something or this or that. But so this is the first time I've heard about these two right now, and so I kind of wonder if these things are um, what's hurting my stomach and therefore making my legs stiffer when I have a flare. Because the problem, I mean, you guys know I don't go to the ER just because, and so my leg was so stiff, my right leg, and basically the entire time I was in the ER, it didn't loosen much. And one night I was in there, what, 5 hours?
Yeah.
And then the other night I was
Four.
4 hours. And so, and they gave me Toradol, fentanyl, I guess that for pain, and then I got some muscle relaxers too. Um, what's that one called? It begins with an A.
Ativan.
Ativan, and then I got some cyclobenzaprine. Um, between those 2 days, not everything on the same day, mind you. Thank God. But I really didn't notice a whole lot of improvement in my leg coming back from the ER than when I went in. And so it was just terrible. And I did tell my doctor that, and I told him I think the cyclobenzaprine helps me better than my baclofen muscle relaxer, and so I think we're gonna switch to that for a while and see how that works. I'm not really hip on taking meds, but I mean, hmm, maybe once my healing i- is near complete, at least I'll be able to get off of some of these things. And so, but yeah, my doctor is very happy. I didn't do anything wrong. Um, we just talked again about just moving forward, and let's see. And what? And he wants to see me in 6 months. Yeah. So I called a taxi to tell him we're ready to go. They promptly picked us up, which was also a change from all the other times I've been to Dallas in a taxi. So basically, it was a very good experience and a nice positive
Tell them the
thing.
difference.
Okay. Okay. So
Tell them that.
I don't know if I don't think if I mentioned it. Well, I'll just say it again. But so okay, the other company. Well, first first of all, off the bat, every driver who picked me up from the other company was late. It was so late, in fact, that my doctor contemplated on rescheduling my appointment. Which, yeah, that would have been awful to go all that way. Even here, I had an appointment here in Midland, but still, you don't want to have to reschedule, so just wait there anyway. So that was one reason. However, the second reason is because some of their employees are on drugs, and they were doing the drugs while they were taking me to Dallas. And it's not funny, but
Under the guise that
um,
they needed to take their insulin.
yeah, one dude told me he had an insulin. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I'm not a dummy. I mean, he doesn't need to take his insulin every 45 minutes, which was about, every time he wanted to stop. So, yeah, it quickly became old, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do here. I don't, you know. In fact, at one point with that one guy from the old company, I was in the car for about a half an hour while he was in the store, and while the AC was on high, so I was freezing, and I was stuck in the car, and my leg was hurting so bad, and I had told him when he was entering the store, I said, "He's hurting. My leg is really hurting, and I really, if we can get home soon, so I can get out of my chair." So yeah, but to hear that your driver taking you anywhere, but especially out of town, is on drugs, that's very scary.
Heroin, guys. Heroin.
It was.
So I guess they rhyme, insulin and heroin, you know.
And the first time though, it was kind of like, cause he liked to play music very loud. Well, then later, I've been told heroin makes you tired, so he was probably needing the music very loud to stay awake while driving. So I was like, oh my god. Um, there were a couple of drivers from that company, and I wouldn't doubt if the other one was doing drugs as well. So yeah, that's the difference. This company, I did not get the impression whatsoever that the ones taking it yesterday were high or drunk or anything at all. Um, honestly, I don't know why there was two of them, but I don't care. That's fine. And well, only one drove, so maybe his buddy came along. I don't know, but it was cool. They didn't speak too much English, and I don't speak too much Spanish, but got along just fine, and used our phones and stuff, and had a great trip, a great conversation with my doctor, and we were home by 9:30. No, 10.
Yeah, you walked in the door when uh, 10.
So hopefully,
Which is a far cry from
2:30.
yeah.
Oh my god. The last time 2:30 was that. And I think it was what 1 or 12:30 still
Yeah,
with that other guy,
with
and
the
so.
other companies, it was well after midnight when she would get home.
Ay, ay, ay.
So,
And on a newly, what? On a new surgically altered hip, you do
yeah,
not want
that's,
that. This experience was very good. Um, and let's see, so muscle relaxer change, good checkup with a doctor. We are looking pretty good. And I think that gave me a confidence boost as well because I was really worried that I injured my leg doing something. And although this muscle, my thigh muscle, is very um, stiff sometimes, and it really, like, I still have spasms. I notice them more at nighttime though, which I mean obviously sucks because I'm trying to sleep. But I noticed the last couple of days it's been a lot less during the day, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. We just had yogurt. Let's see, what else do I need to say?
no, you had yogurt, I had a hard ass.
Valentine's candy.
Hard ass Valentine's candy.
You guys know those little boxes we used to get when we were kids and pass them out to their classmates and all that stuff, and they must have changed the recipe or something because these were, yeah, hard ass pieces of candy. And I don't think they taste like they used to taste either. So I don't
I
know.
didn't taste a difference, but yeah, and I remember them making a little bit more chew friendly. Nothing says love like a broken tooth.
Mhm. Oh boy, for you guys who know, hmm, excuse me, for you guys who know that how I sit in my chair with my leg hanging down, I still do that. It is still more comfortable than putting my foot in the on the foot plate. Um, but overall, I am happy with what's going on. I do obviously wish things were moving along faster, but I'm not behind schedule, so that's good. Yeah, and I'm sure Jason will post the X-ray picture now.
Yeah.
So maybe to get a comparison or something, or yeah, so I'm glad. I'm really happy, and I can't think of anything else. I really wanted to update you because I know I haven't done it in a while. So we hope you had a good Valentine's Day and you didn't freeze. And you're not baking now because it's like 80 degrees when it was 25 last week. So yeah, everyone be careful, okay, be safe, and we love you, and we'll chat with you next time. And if you have any questions, of course, drop them. So, alrighty, let's do this.
If
Okay.
if you're done with your update.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
Alright guys, take it easy.